Here, you the dude I was sent to come find?
Oh, I'm in a terrible bind. I don't dare go forward, and I certainly can't go back. Mind you, I wouldn't go up that eastern ledge. It's most unsafe. Scholar of Mineralogy, Motus Mining, and unwitting adventurer. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, I'm sure. Oh yes, a stalwart foreman. He sent you after me, I suppose. Odessa could not have been built without the Motus mining interest. It's a place of mystery and intrigue. No one knows what lurks at the top, though everyone's got a guess. I've heard tales of terrifyingly scarred men appearing at the entrance of the caverns from time to time. I don't care why they're there, I just don't want them anywhere near me. Yes, well, no. I got 10 paces up the slope when I spotted those Fae. What's a scholar to do against hordes of vicious beasts? One of those boggarts, it shook its fist at me. Yes, and find out what's wrong. Now that I've found it, and have no desire to investigate further. There were boggarts, lots of boggarts. And I think I saw a thresh. I was rather too busy running to note the particulars.
I mean, that's fair.
Well, if you were willing to go first, I would have no objection to trailing behind, at a safe distance. To the Canyon Hill site at the top of the... where a cadre of Fae awaits to rip us to shreds. Lead the way. Up the slope we go.
Yeah. Feyland? I don't know. Probably lying when I say that. Blacksmiths don't need that. Hello.
Another, come to steal the light, come to trouble the reverie.
Sorry, the what?
When I became aware the light was gone, the shell of the reverie cracked, and my dream self wandered free. Long, long ago, I wandered lost in the dark of night. I cried a pool into a rocky basin, and starlight gathered there. I fashioned this into a jewel, and by its light found my way home. Is it any wonder that I hold it so dear? I long to return to the reverie. While Calavar walks the sands, I must sleep. He and I are two where there once were many. We lived then wild on dune and crag. Now he watches the waking day, and I tend to the dreaming murmurs of the stone. They are my friends, drawn here as I drift between the dream world and the world of the waking. The light, source of solace, snuck in, sharp knives, soft feet, stole the jewel from my side. Took it northward, through the narrow rocks, to their village of wood and cloth.
Okay.
It's beginning to make sense. This Fey maiden is real, but I believe we're speaking to a projection of her as she dreams. There is a Fey hollow under this mine, where I'll wager she sleeps. And these other Fey, they're drawn to the power of this projection. Restoring to her this light she speaks of might calm things down. Find me at the Motus mining office when you return it to her. I'll make sure you're duly compensated. No, I feel quite certain. The maiden we see here is a projection of her dream self, as she calls it. The real Fae's asleep, somewhere in the hollow below us, I'll wager. And these other wild Fae are drawn to the power she exudes while in this form. Most likely return what was stolen to the Fae maid within the hollow. That is how these things tend to go.
Oh.
Alright, so this is Canyon Hill Mine. Is there anything in Canyon Hill Mine? Taken into the desert by thieves. So we'll leave the mine alone for now. Oh, is there a jump down spot right here? Perfect.
Soft feet, sharp knives. No!
Okay, Calavar is up there. He wants help. Meet Templar Ostien. Looks like the thieves didn't make it very far. Alright, well, that was easy enough. Throw a frying pan, let's go.
In ancient times, the desert had no shade. The sun burned the land to ruin. The rivers disappeared, and the animals hid underground. The people cried to Helios for mercy, but he didn't answer their prayers. As the plants withered in the heat, the hollow lands echoed with the crackle of fires.
I watch them day by day, their foolish, meddling scampering to separate one piece of earth from a slightly different piece of earth. Fae know that the land will endure, will heal any wounds mortals can inflict. But I worry that these wounds may be long to heal. I cannot act, I am bound by our beliefs. But an agent of change could cauterize these wounds by making the century plants bloom. Normally they blossom only every 100 years. The land stirs and wakens, and what was worn away rejuvenates. That is the way of things. I shepherd the surface, while Orenda sleeps beneath. I await the day when I may lay down to rest, as Orenda does, beneath the sands. The mortal's growing influence in this world wearies me. In ages past, we danced in circles on the dunes and sang sweet songs to the distant peaks. Now I alone walk here, while Orenda dreams in reverie below. Have you met her? Fair and dark as the night itself. She will sleep until my time is past. Then I will lie down and dream, while she walks the sands. The little mortals, you mean? Forever cutting, clearing, digging, will they never stop? Won't they tire of it and go away? Oh, I cannot make them bloom, not now. When the time is right, one fey whisper will do. You mortals are not bound as we are. You can grow such things out of season. The century plants have deep ties to the pulse and marrow of the land. Their breath wakens the desert, causes the rocks to stir and grow. You wouldn't know with these little mortals here, but these lands are a fey place. And fey places need refreshing from time to time. The blooming of the century plants is the fastest route of recovery. A friend of the sands. You'll do what needs doing. You will need petrichor. Here's a skinful I have gathered. But first, you must ready the plant with fire. Only after fire will they drink the petrichor. There are 3 century plants in this land just now. Make all 3 bloom, and all will be well. For each of the 3 upon the sands, scorch it with fire for now then.
Okay. Man, this is a big map. All right, let's head west. Must be Aaron.
There's no work here for you, stranger. Check with Motus if you're looking for a job. You'll not find one with us. I've lived in the Hollowlands for a time. Seen lights and heard rumbles from the top that could have been the world's quietest storm, or very powerful magic. Mark my words, there's something happening up there. I had a small army of gnomes to help me with the mine. Spent a lot of money transporting them here and gave them a good living. And the miserable bastards have the gall to leave me for Motus. I've spent a lot of time here in the Hollowlands, living off the soil and the wildlife. I thought I'd finally made a living for myself when I discovered the mineral deposits here. Not sure what I'll do now that Motus has stolen my workers, but I'll think of something. Motus will get theirs someday. They call themselves a mining operation. They're more like a thieves' den. I was in the Hollowlands long before they ever set up shop. Once they got settled, they offered better wages to my workers. Every single one of them is working for Motus now. I couldn't compete with that kind of money. Capstan sent you my way, did he? Yes, I'm familiar with old Bloodbane. This Croddock is extremely protective of a particular pack of brownies. The surest way to draw it out of hiding is to attack those brownies. They help Bloodbane hunt, you see. I'll mark their territory on your map for you. Good luck. No one's been able to best the creature yet, and it would be unfortunate if you didn't make it back.
He sent me to kill some brownies. No, like the creatures.
I know.
But I kill some brownies too. Oh, what? how do I get up there? Oh, hey, what's up, guys? You're not friends. Why did I? Jesus Christ, that scared the crap out of me. Alright, let's head upstairs. So nice that those dark emblems are gone now.
What is it?
What is it?
You are my contact. I should have known. Punctuality is not one of your people's strengths, and you have so few.
Wow. Dick.
Edessa is the greatest bastion of knowledge and understanding in the world. Alfar have their arts, mankind has its gods, but our only commandments are the solid, predictable laws of natural science. My fellow Templars and I sponsor research that will lead to the betterment of all mortals. Sadly, Alfar and man alike often have trouble accepting the reason behind our decisions. But most gnomes realize we have their best interests in mind. As Templar, the Forum demands that I do everything in my power to advance our knowledge. It is a tremendous responsibility, and one I take quite seriously. Formerus Hughes is one of my most brilliant scholars, and as you know, his research shows tremendous potential. His recovery is of paramount importance. His knowledge is invaluable, and must not fall into the wrong hands. And I'm terribly worried about his safety too, of course. That goes without saying. You may recall our mutual friend, Formerus Hughes, the gnome who brought you back to life? I suspect you would, but I gather you've been quite busy. Well, Scholar Hughes has been missing since the attack on his tower. As his patron, I am quite concerned. I want you to find him. You are, how shall I say, uniquely suited to the task. Don't be obtuse. I am his patron. As such, I own everything that Scholar Hughes produces. I suppose that includes you as well.
No.
The secrets in his laboratories are meant for gnome eyes only. They must be controlled. At any cost. Simple. Scholar Hughes is responsible for the most valuable invention in recorded history. They must be protected. I am his patron. Not only am I responsible for his work, but also for his well-being. Fomarus has done much for my standing. I owe him. And I am grateful. Scholar Hughes is quite fortunate to have friends like us. Hughes has an old laboratory in the cavern of Saltwell Mines. I believe he's been conducting research there since the destruction of Alistar Tower. Find him, and you will be rewarded for your contribution to science. I will await your success in the Librarium in Edessa. He may have returned to his old laboratory in Saltwell Mines. But if any of my people approach, he'll flee. He's quite paranoid, for good reason.
Okay. Well.
What is it?
Luckily, I've got a sword that can light those plants on fire, so we don't have to worry about fire. Ow.
I'm not used to Xbox controllers.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be either, so. Over here. Dune Shard. Man, a lot of stuff out here. I say that every time I get to a new zone. Wow, it's so big. There's so much stuff.
Then the winged Saina, the mediator of earth and sky, came from Ishara. She beheld the suffering desert and swooped down upon the hollow lands. Her feathers shaded the scorching sands. Her wings cooled the broken ground. Her tears fell to the dust where rivers were born.
How does that connect? Pretty quickly leaps back around. That's done. Got all that mapped out. Shadow Thorn. Gotta make a little bit of a loop here.
Another, come to steal the light, come to trouble the reverie.
Oh. Is this not where I go? Damn it. I guess not. Okay. This must be for later.
I can smell them on the dry winds. Your eyes may not see the natural decay, but I assure you, it is there. The little meddlers may do their worst. The Hollowlands will endure it and mend the wounds they make.
Awesome.
Farewell.
Awesome! You've completed that quest. Awesome! Where's my money? Money and XP, bye. That's all I'm here for. Just get out of my way.
I've been hoping you'd come by. The miners report no sight or sound of Bloodbane since you ventured out into the desert. That means they can start work on the Dunehead site, and that you've earned your pay. Thank you for ridding us of that menace. If you hadn't happened along, who knows where we'd be? And whatever that thing calls a stomach, I suppose. You're welcome here any time, friend. Though there's not much to do but swing a pick at rocks. Aaron Excavations. They're the other mining outfit in the Hollowlands, our only competition. Though I wouldn't say that they're particularly stiff competition. You look like you can take care of yourself, but you should be careful out there.
Okay. Alright, let's go return her light.
Name's Alex. Alex Anatole. Let me know if you've got any equipment that needs repairing. I'll get it back to you as good as new. They're Motus Mining's only competition out here. They set up shop first, actually, but they're just about finished. When Motus moved in, they lured the Erin workers with promise of higher wages. Erin excavations never recovered. I hear the foreman, Edgar Erin, is pretty bitter about it. He still hasn't left, though. Probably holding on to the hope he can get his business running again. Take care in the sands. They're unkind.
Alright, so... head back to Moon Camp real quick.
Looking to buy?
Looking to sell, actually.
Need to do any trade? I have some items for sale, or come again.
Selling any clothes? Well, it's nice to see you again. That's good. Here's some pleasant journeys.
All right. Now we're down to 47 again. Awesome. No, I need to go this way. My feelings. Take that. What are these? Sorcery. Also known as trash. That way leads to the end. This way does not. That wasn't so bad.
The light returned to me. Did you do this? The blessings of the thorn and shadow be upon your head, little mortal. Now leave me to the reverie, and the deep shadow and the far wind sighs. I long to return to the reverie. While Calavar walks the sands, I must sleep. Now I have the light, the reverie will be untroubled. Now leave me be, little one. Leave me be. Ah.
Alright, so let's turn back there. Oh.
A Fey relic? Was that it? She called it a light. I wonder what possessed those fools to steal it. No matter. Facts are, without you, I'd still be tugging my beard at the bottom of that slope. So please have this. The interest rewards those who smooth its way. All this caused by a stolen jewel. Remarkable. As I've always said, there's no understanding Fey. All the same, we ought to have known we were digging right above a Fey hollow. Didn't seem important at the time, I suppose. Foreman Vire? Head harder than a rock, and emptier than a mined-out stope. So long.
Alright, see you later. Alright, what do we have now? Oh, another quest.
Oh, thank goodness you're here. It's my miners. They've gone deranged. Bless my beard. Just as both sides were coming back to full operation, the lunatics fled out into the desert. I tried to stop one of them and saw nothing but a blank stare and a strange light behind the fellow's eyes. He looked cursed. This is the work of that Fae, the one who sits atop the hill on the outskirts of town. If you can find that Fae and make him fix this, he'll be duly compensated. Damn right, there's no other explanation. He calls himself Calovar. Polite enough fellow, I suppose, but I've never trusted him. When we first got this operation up and running, he'd appear out of the sands every once in a while and try to convince us to move out. It's so obvious now. I'll bet he was behind the other problems as well. The Crudock, the attack on Canyon Hill, all of it reeks of Fae magic. Gulliver watches the mine from his perch on the hill to the south. You'll find him there. Didn't you hear me? They've gone soft in the head. Most ran off into the desert, some stayed in the mines. I tried to stop one of them and got nothing but a vacant stare and a strange light behind the fellow's eyes. Then he took... I bit my beard. Nothing is going right.
Alright, well let's go talk to the guy and see if he has anything to do with it. I doubt he does, but...
Greetings, Mark. What are you here for, mortal? I'll not suffer another child of dust. I've had enough of your lot. Especially those of you calling yourselves Edgar Arryn. I lent him my relic when he asked for help extracting resources from the ground. I believed I was aiding a friend. But Edgar Arryn deviated from his purpose. The plight of Orenda and the attack of the Crudock on the mortal camp perplexed me. I know now that Edgar caused them with my relic. If you wish to free the mortals from their predicament, you must seek out Edgar Arryn and take back the relic. With it in hand, speak to the miners to break the spell.
Okay.
The mortal and I made a verbal contract. I would give him use of my light to help him clear the wild Fae from his mine. In return, he agreed to gather his resources with my relic rather than the little mortal's methods, ripping and tearing at the land. He has instead shown his true quality, and now your miners are scattered to the winds. I have heard mortals refer to it as a stone or a jewel. Vast oversimplifications, as children of dust are wont to make. It is my light, as Orenda's lantern is hers. Edgar Arryn asked to borrow my relic to use in his mine, to draw the minerals the mortals find so valuable. I thought him worthy of friendship, and thus gave it to him. Alas, he has deviated from his purpose. The Crudock attacks, the theft of Orenda's lamp, and now this. All of this petty sabotage is his doing, made possible by my relic. He has fled to his mine. If you truly wish to save the little mortals wandering the sands, you must retrieve my relic from him. You would do well to bring it back to me as well, when you have claimed it. It is a powerful relic, and could do much harm in the wrong hands.
Okay.
Very.
That checks out, honestly. Not all that surprised. Hello.
You found me, stranger. Been speaking to Calavar, have you? You've been putting out fires from motors all over the place, I hear. What can I do for you this time? I thought I saw you scaling that cliff. Paid a visit to Calavar, did you? He wasn't lying. I wanted motors gone. But I didn't mean to take it this far. Damn that stubborn Apule and his beard for sticking to this territory. If he had left, nobody would have been harmed. Calavar told me all about it, and how detrimental it would be if it were taken. Then I just had to tell a couple of gullible cutthroats about this incredibly valuable Fey relic buried in Shadowthorn Hollow. I did. With this little stone Calavar gave me. Simply thinking a thing makes a wild Fey do it. Unfortunately, I couldn't keep old Bloodbane from falling for your brownie bait.
Give the stone to me.
How about I keep the stone and use it to sick my Fey friends on you? Kill this pest, boys! No, please spare me. I was just trying to make a living here. Success should have been mine. I started my operation long before Motus ever arrived. My workers have abandoned me, and I haven't made a single coin from this place. This was all I could do to reclaim what once belonged to me. You understand, don't you? Fine, it's yours. Damn thing never did me any good anyway. I'm sure the Odessan Praetorians won't be far behind me now that the word's out. I won't be here when you return.
Okay, that's all trash. That wasn't so bad. Oh, this is the closest one.
By the moon, where are these gazelles coming? Aye.
The land flourished under her gentle plumes. As life returned to the...
Reginald, what do we do? What?
That guy was talking to Reginald.
Where do you think you're going with my...
never noticed how close the ground is to the sky. Wait,
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. There's also something... Oh, that's the next zone over. Okay.
I could swear there was a lake here.
what? What?
These words are not mine, but ours, and shared to all who would hear, but known to only the true-hearted Alfar. Opposition seeks not the meek, but those who suffer happenstance, and rewards the greater mysteries laid bare beneath her hidden vision. We learn this from Beala Tirin, the wisest, the prophetess of Lyria, the invoker of her magic, and favorite among her children, the mother of the Dokalfar, and the founder of Rathir.
He only needed one name, the Carver, like the wind, or the lightning, or the dawn. With his presence, a new age began. The kings of the south stood. They were the lords of the desert sea.
Dude got bonked with his own hammer. go back. I thought this was going to lead to a town, and it just didn't. There's an encampment down there. Maybe that'll count. What's this? Oh my god.